welcome back to Fake Deep Thinking, just a group of friends sitting down talking about the world. Today we have with us John, Doc,
Yo, it's good.
and myself, Eugene. Alright guys, as you can see, we finally got video going, little test run. Hopefully this works out and I can actually get the video up on YouTube and I won't have to scratch it, just have the audio and have an awkward little section of us talking about a video.
You know who I keep thinking about?
Closer to the mic.
You know who I keep thinking about? That guy who's trending where he goes in people's ears and he's like,
Oh yeah, I don't know why you thought of that.
I don't know. That nigga's hilarious. Shout out to him.
All right, so the first topic we have for us to react to is this viral clip that's been going around about Blue Jasmine, I think her name is. I forget the name of the podcast she's on, but the clip is from World Star. So let's watch this real quick and react. Hopefully it's not too loud.
Had a guy get me a Benz before and put me in a loft space and, you know, set my whole life up differently than what it was normally. And I feel like if you brought me to like this level, and then we didn't work out, but we're still friends, you know, we didn't have beef and no one cheated. It was just didn't work out. But I still, I wasn't going to move from my space because it didn't work out. I wasn't going to give him back my car because I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget, then what's the difference now? You know what I mean?
You were my girlfriend. I was fucking you.
Yeah, but I was fucking you.
Immediately when she was offended.
Feel like, no, I'm not moving.
But see, what he did was this, though. He gave you the upgrade. But part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yeah.
You understand? So let me just go, though. So we didn't work
What
out.
upgrade is that, though?
You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying and keep paying your bills. Now, I get it. You're a true boss if you do that. And that's the
My guy.
getting. But
He already knows what's up.
It's just I'm not moving, and you're gonna have to
if you
deal
want
with
to
it.
stay
Either way, you have to
upgraded,
deal
stay with me. If not, go see what's out there.
So then if that's the case, so you want me to stay with you for these items and use you
Not for
basically?
them. If you want to live like this, it comes with being with me.
Okay. So then you would prefer a woman to just stay with you for her items and her lifestyle. My lifestyle is now contingent. My current new lifestyle that you upgraded me to is now contingent on me being in a relationship with you, and that's the only way I can have it in this moment. Then what
Then
stops me
then you
from
should
just
get married
staying with
then,
you
Jazz.
for that?
Then, Jazz, you want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But hey, we not.
His name's Guapo.
I don't owe you to keep paying your
Fair use, fair use.
and your mortgage. I'm not entitled to. Now, if I'm that rich, then okay. But realistically, that isn't really my job. You should find you a man like me and upgrade to him and keep your
But
lifestyle.
that takes time. So I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just gonna rip the pedestal from me. Like, or I'm gonna feel a type of way and just as petty and ruin them things. I'm gonna ruin the car. I'm gonna trash the house.
Sponsor you, until you move on.
Not until I move on, but give me, you know, until I
Need more time.
Yo, I like that other girl's face because she's looking at her like, are you really saying this?
Yeah, where is
Like-
it?
Yeah, her face is just like, for real? And then the girl in green is just completely, she's just so shook.
So, yeah, what's y'all's opinions on this? What do y'all think? So, when you break up with the girl, do you owe her a buffer time until she's able to get on her feet? If you gave her an upgrade in her lifestyle.
Question. And pardon me if I come out the barrel blazing. Is she gonna give me some buffer pussy?
No. In her particular situation, they have not been interacting physically.
Are we really gonna? Is this? Go for it. It's just. There's no way this is.
I'm not gonna lie, your face the entire video is hilarious. You were just jaw dropped, just like, is this real?
That's what I'm saying. There's no way this is a point of view that is shared.
No.
By.
So, John, I thought the same exact thing.
I mean, there's people for everything, but there's no way. You don't get 100 people in the room, and 20 of them come out thinking like that.
So, unfortunately, obviously the initial reaction from watching this clip was this girl's, I would say, crazy. She got invited on the Fresh and Fit podcast, and they started digging into it a little bit, and they let her explain herself. So a little backstory, and let me see if this changes y'all's opinion of the situation or not. So real quick, so the situation.
Wait, hold on. They invited her after this.
After this.
They saw this.
Yeah.
So she had some time to work on the story. Continue.
Sure, probably. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. So real quick before we go there. So just with that sentiment period, agree, disagree. Like, do you think men should pay for a woman's lifestyle after a breakup? Come on, John,
No.
get into it.
Doc, do you want to speak?
I just said no. I mean,
Like,
John's
there's
got a
not-
fair point. Like, am I gonna get some kind of buffer after this? Like, it's fucking 2021, bro. It's fucking equality, ain't it?
Okay.
Son, I'm just so baffled. Okay, wait, hold on. So, she actually still didn't even provide a reason.
So here's the reason. So she got on the Fresh and Fit. So let me just get to the second part. So she gets on Fresh and Fit, and they give her the opportunity to explain herself. So apparently, the more to the story was, she helped this man build his
No,
business.
she did not. I refuse.
She claimed she helped him provide, clients. She was sat in on meetings and then gave him opinions and advice and stuff like that.
So they should put her on the payroll and let her pay her bills via payroll.
So that's her explanation as to why she feels like she deserves some kind of
I wanna
compensation
interview
after
the nigga.
breakup. She's not with that guy anymore. She's
I
with
know.
a new guy.
He should be interviewed.
And apparently through her own mouth, the new guy doesn't even like her opinion and stance on this.
It's stupid.
So why'd they break up though?
The new guy?
No, in general, like why
Oh,
did the
it just
relationship
didn't
break
work
up?
the old guy. She says it was an amicable breakup. It wasn't just because like cheated or anything like that. It was because it wasn't working out. And I mean, that seems like I can
See, that part's mature, but
it's very mature.
the rest of it is like not.
Not at
The-
all.
The fact that she's expecting some kind of severance package to continue a lifestyle that she was brought into. It reminds me of that Chris Rock joke where he's like, once a man experiences like a higher level of sex, like he doesn't want to go back down, and once a woman experiences a higher level of money, she doesn't want to go back down.
It's
My
honestly
problem
funny you
is
use
she
the
hasn't-
severance
and
package
she-
example because she said that example in the Fresh and Fit podcast. She was like, it's like a severance package or unemployment.
She wants.
and it's just like,
she
what?
wants a period of transition to be covered, but dog.
I really don't
there's-
understand it.
But she didn't attach any logic to her entitlement.
She justified it though, poorly. To herself.
Yeah, because
And she's not budging from that justification.
It's almost like that was her first time saying that out loud. It's because it was so dumb a thought. Like it was so not well. It
But
was.
she's standing by this. Like she is not budging from that. She's not wrong.
If
and the
we
thing that bothers-
if we dated, I need to keep paying for. First off, hold on. He had her living a side bitch lifestyle.
Yes.
First off, so it wasn't any like that's really what
I
happened.
think she's blackmailing him low key.
Exactly what's going on. This guy was married. The guy was married because he put her in a condo and gave her a car. Sounds like a married guy to me.
Because that's what she kept saying too, was that it's Indian giving then. Because he gifted the condo and car to her, and then when they broke up, he's going to just take it back. My answer is yes.
Indian.
My answer is yes.
Somalian. She called me whatever she want to call me. It's coming back with me. And if anything, I'm smart and I'm putting it on a month-to-month lease. I'll pay the extra month-to-month lease. The month is over.
See, I get it if like it's a hard fall, like if he just backed out and was like, "You got a month to pay this," and it's under your name. Then I'm like, all right. Then the guy's a fucking douchebag
She's blackmailing
for
him.
getting her under like a Mercedes and maybe this condo that she can't afford. And then then he left her with the bill, and that sucks.
He really gave her
But-
all the tools to catch somebody else.
Yeah, if you put her up and it's all under his name, then yeah, he should be able to take it back. I mean, I guess the only courtesy
Pretty
he
sure
should
everything
be,
was in his name.
the only courtesy he should be left up to is like, I'm gonna pay this for the next month. Find another place that you can actually afford, and that's it. Bye.
100%. Like the moving out the space, you don't want to kick anybody out immediately or anything like that. I understand that. Even if it's like depending on how wealthy you are, if it's a year and that's like a drop in the pond for you.
Well, the
sure.
thing that blows my mind is because she was dating him, she was elevated to a certain lifestyle. And by separating from him, she's no longer going to be part of that lifestyle. So I guess my big issue with this is what makes her feel like she's owed this lifestyle.
Entitled.
Yeah.
There's no logic attached
that's
to her
why
entitlement.
that's
what
where
I
I'm
said. There's literally
I'm
no
confused.
logic, and
she didn't
she
earn
feels she
that
deserves it.
lifestyle. She was given that lifestyle through association.
And now she
and
deserves
just
it
because
forever.
and just because association, she now feels like she deserved it. That's why when she said
Forever.
I achieved this lifestyle, well, it's like you didn't achieve anything. If that was her exact verbiage. I don't remember if that was her exact verbiage. But either way, like, she didn't reach that lifestyle from
Then
her own hard work,
she
her
said
own
she's gonna
blood,
fuck
sweat,
the
and
car
tears.
up and the condo up if you try and take it.
And then on the Fresh and Fit podcast, she said, what was it, through blood or something like that? Whatever the phrase is. She's apparently from New York, and she says like she's hood. So
What? Girl, all right, Gene.
but this
She
is
wouldn't even know that 30 days passed for the eviction notice. She wouldn't even know. I'll pay somebody to look just like her and serve that person. And on the 30th day, show up with the police. You got served. This is the photographic evidence of you getting served.
So this has been my problem going back to when you made the statement that like no girl really thinks like this. So when she was on the Fresh and Fit podcast with, I think it was a panel of, including her, 5 or 6 girls, and all the girls stated that they thought, before they met her and had her explain that she was crazy. But after she explained herself, they understood her and agreed with her.
First off, the women didn't want to be confrontational. So there's a level
You're
of
being nice to me, because I assume it's the fact that women for some reason can understand self-justification so easily, but
and then
I don't
also-
get that.
also
That
there-
makes no sense.
she's
Still,
there
you
in
can
person.
justify any which way you want. It still makes no sense.
You're gonna be nicer to somebody in person. You're gonna be trying to be more understanding to somebody in person. So I don't even think that is necessarily they believed it, but they understood that. Okay, it's not that they believed the logic behind it, but they understood the feeling of wanting to have that and not work for
Continue
it.
that
Yeah,
lifestyle.
continue
That's where they understood that.
That's
They
what
understood that because she was dating this person that cheated lifestyle, and quote unquote helped with his business, that she's owed a level of buffer time to make sure she gets back, stays on her feet. And when they asked her like a time frame, she said 3 to 6 months. Oh, and by the way, this
that's a bit
man
much.
has been doing it for her for 2 years. No sex.
Oh, dude, she's indoctrinated. 2 years of that lifestyle, like she's in it.
And it was
This
fun.
is interesting because it actually reminds me of something I was talking to with a friend. They mentioned like a case study of psychology where they made somebody rich and then they took it away really quickly, and the person essentially went insane. And so they were just kind of like, well, what happens? And so that's kind of what I am thinking about right now when I'm seeing this video where she's just like, holy crap, like everything's gone. Like now all of a sudden I have to go back to whatever. And if she has been living that way for 2 years, she probably has no job experience. She probably doesn't have anything to put on her resume. And so when
She has
goes
an
in for jobs-
OnlyFans. She's probably making money from the OnlyFans. I'm pretty sure she's
that too.
a
Well, I
recognizable
mean,
name. I don't want to assume here because I'm not on OnlyFans to know or
I
even
don't
have
know
OnlyFans to
either.
look her up. But
I'm
if you
pretty
have
sure she's popping now.
Yeah, she's
If she
popping
wasn't
now.
popping
So
before, she's popping now.
yeah.
well, that's a different route I never thought about, where she's probably using social medias and stuff like that to keep herself afloat. Whereas, like, if she was to try to go into like the regular, like stereotypical 9 to 5 and stuff like that, if you've been living that lifestyle for 2 years and you have no kind of resume and no basic prior experience, you're basically gonna have to start off at like a restaurant or something like that and then build your way back up, or get lucky and just get hired by somebody you know.
Without saying it, she basically told people that she would go crazy if somebody.
I would
tried to
believe
take
that,
shit
yeah.
from her. That's literally what she was saying. I would go crazy if you took this from me.
I think she already is.
Mm-hmm. She's like right there
just-
on edge. Just the
Yeah,
idea
just by
of her
seeing how
losing it.
adamant she is about it.
100%.
So would you?
I still think she should have been smart enough to know that what the deal was, though.
What do you mean?
Get on payroll. Should have been smart. Get on payroll if you really
Like,
helped with his business.
You mean him or her? Like get like some kind of contract signed? Is that what you mean,
no,
Doc?
she should have been an employee.
Oh, is that what you're saying? Oh,
If
okay.
she helped with his business. Could have been a consultant, been paid a consultant fee. She could have did a lot of things on the books to justify what she's saying or give what she's saying some merit or credit. Oh, I was in meetings and I talked and da-da-da. That's that person in the studio who said, hey, rhyme that word with this word. And now, I wrote the song.
That was my hook. It
That
got
was
you
my
big.
hook.
That was my hook.
Yeah, this part. Right.
So, I forgot the exact term that they on the Fresh and Fit podcast that they said she was doing, but I think a synonym would be like something like a scam or playing him. And she adamantly disagreed that was going on because her definition of it was like somewhere she wasn't being malicious with it or deceiving. She was upfront with him about the whole thing, and he still was willing to do it. And I don't think that
He was trying to get in them draws. That's what he was trying to do, and he was willing to. Hey, man, look.
But he wasn't
If this
getting
man
them,
not
though.
complaining, look.
Why would he? I would not want my face tied to this person. Like, this is embarrassing. Like, if this was me and I let a girl like chump me like this, treat me like a chump like this, and then the whole world now know I was like taken advantage of like this, I would not want my face on this. That's super embarrassing. Like, super. Even the current guy dating her, knowing that this makes her look bad, he doesn't even like he.
But I mean, anyway, if somebody else paying her shit, I guess he not tripping too hard.
Dude, she must be fire. Like,
Not only that, her
like,
expenses must be very expensive for the man to sit there and be like, you know what, I'd rather that man pay that shit than me. Like, just, I don't like it. I don't like how you think, but I still rather not pay it. Because you know what she said. You know the argument happened, right? And she was like, well, are you going to pay it? And then crickets. And he was like, well, I guess I need to mind my business then, don't I?
dude, I just don't understand that.
Also, if she's really, really, really trying to sustain it, she's probably like doing some outlandish moves, man. Like, she's probably trying to date through money, but probably dating like much older guys, like in their 60s and stuff like that, just to be like, I need to get this money quick. And so, I know it worked earlier. Let me see if I can keep doing it.
Yeah, I
just
forgot
kinda
how old you are.
lower
I
the-
think she's mid-20s.
Yeah, just like lower the criteria to keep getting like older and older guys until you eventually hit that money pot where you need it.
She's trying to Anna Nicole Smith.
What?
She
Next
might to keep it
topic.
permanently.
Anna Nicole Smith? Yeah,
Mm.
remember? She married that old guy.
You don't remember her? She was that blonde,
Blonde
like
girl.
model.
I know you like me. She during the awards, nobody remembers that.
I don't
She was like
remember that.
caressing her body. She was like, "I know you
me
want."
look
She
her
was
up real quick.
high off the perks
Yeah, she dated a dude that was like 6 years older than her, and she was like in her 30s.
and inherited all of his.
Oh, I remember the face, but I don't remember the situation.
She died from
Yeah,
an
he-
OD.
Wait, he died from an OD?
No, she did.
I know she did.
No,
That's,
she did.
Oh.
That's sad. All right, let's move on from her because I feel like anything more is one I can tell John's just like, man, I don't want to talk about this.
I can't because the level of it. If there was some more nuance, yeah, but she was just.
What do you mean
stupid.
more nuance?
Like if she actually could explain it in a way that I was like, okay, you know, something that was just more tangible. It just seemed like, oh, she said some dumb shit. She had like a week or two to try and goddamn justify her dumb shit, and that's the
It
best
was just
shit
a
she
clear
came up
example
with.
of entitlement, and there was nothing more to take from it. Like,
there's nothing
Yeah.
else. It's just
Like if this dude
it's
took
just a
her from
spoiled
like
brat.
a third world country hut and threw her up in like a
he built her
you
from
know-
a stripper. She used to be a
Yeah.
stripper, and then
He saved her.
Exactly, and she wants to stay saved.
There's no way this man wasn't married.
I don't know.
He is married. I bet you guess he happily married too.
That's probably why he wants to stay. That's probably the blackmail.
He's
He's
trying
trying
to stay happy
secret.
male. Happy male. He's not a happy male. Hey, we're not gonna talk about black and white today.
All right, let's.
He's being mailed. That's what we're gonna call it
He's being.
in
Can we
2022.
say white mailed?
Nah, it's gonna be gender neutral mailed, cis mailed, or what?
Cis
All right,
male.
let's stop. I don't know. So let's move on to this clip. So now we're gonna react to. So there's this channel. I think they're called UDY, if that's correct. And I'm not sure if this is what their channel's dedicated to, and that's like catching girls in like loyalty tests. But this particular clip is a loyalty test, and they've done a few of these. And so they get this girlfriend, put her in a situation, they test her loyalty. And I'm gonna skip around, and where's the introduction? There. So here's the boyfriend, just so you can see what it looks like. Oh no, that's the guy that's being. That's the guy doing the loyalty test.
They say black don't crack.
Why does he have a cap that says positive?
Okay, I
He already beat Corona once.
He already beat Corona. once. So that's the guy right there. That's the poor. This is the poor soul, the boyfriend.
What's his name? Enrique.
This guy.
He just seems so
So-
flamboyant with his shirt.
Situation is they're meeting up because they're trying to do a group poker game, and they're meeting up with that guy that I showed you, the cheat.
What is his name?
I don't remember here.
I know he has a suave name. Like he just
Here, let's see
just like
Let's
that.
see if they have his name.
Like guapo.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Guapo. He said guapo.
Gabriel.
Gabriel. Okay, Gabriel. Okay, I can see Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Yeah. I can see Gabriel.
Okay, so they all come prepare for this poker game. They sit down together, and then Gabriel comes up with an excuse to
Leave his girlfriend there.
leave his girlfriend there with him. I think he said he was gonna go pick up some snacks for something like them. Some lame excuse.
And she was okay with staying. He failed already. It was over.
No, it was bad because the whole point of him is like she here to come back behind the scenes with this guy and then watch her obviously get put in a trap. Like it's clear.
Does he have permission to smash?
I mean later on because no, she wanted it, dog. Like okay. Let's just get to it. So here comes the point where they're alone, and let's just watch a little bit of here. So they're alone right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Really, there's a lot to learn there, but 21 is a little simpler.
Here, let's skip to them flirting. So he's doing the explanation.
Yo, is this just the same girl from the previous video? Are you trying to get us with this one?
Oh, this guy.
Blue Jasmine back at it again.
So he makes a joke about apparently they matched on Tinder before because she still has Tinder downloaded. And so
he really did match with her, or they went through
they
the
edited. They went through the process of editing a fake
finding
Tinder.
and finding one, and
They did not match with her. They faked a match page like they were matched. She actually goes on her Tinder to see, and she doesn't see him, but she's still like.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
They cheeky.
So I think right here is when it starts going on.
Ooh. The emoji
No
change.
face.
That's a very small world, though. The fact that you're like,
So they already talked about the fact that they're matched.
you would have seen my message, like, you would be waking up here, you know?
Ooh.
Message, you're like, I'm good, you know? But it's,
I really didn't. I didn't see it.
I feel like you saw it.
No,
You saw
I
it.
didn't. I swear. I honestly would have given you a chance. I think
Really?
you're a really dope guy. You know, your handsome.
What's wrong, John?
Personality, and you seem like you're doing well for yourself. Like,
So that statement could just be a compliment, but at the same time,
Yeah. We get it. Let's get back to the flirting.
Gabriel's a good guy, too, you know? Like, what's,
he's a good guy.
why you say it like that? Like, you sound kind of,
I just feel like I want.
This is a fucking interrogation.
does he not treat you
Like,
right?
he presses her actually, but she just does not care.
Because he's a nice guy. Like, he probably cooks you breakfast.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess you're right. I just feel like I'm over it, to be honest.
Oh.
like, is he not enough, you're saying? Or, like,
I guess yes. I guess it's exactly what I'm saying.
Yo. I feel so bad for
This
Gabriel.
has to be
dog,
fucking
my
staged,
man.
bro. Like, I wouldn't be there in that fucking car with that guy.
My poor dude, this guy, I feel for him, bro.
I want a guy who can
She said she's smoking Gabriel pack tonight.
like what I think I'm worth.
okay, look, it's not a bad
Okay, we get it. Get back to this. We don't, yeah. Fair use.
I don't know. Like, so you're looking.
Don't you want to like live a better life? You know, like I feel
I
like
mean,
everybody wants.
I'm loving John's reaction right now. This is great. I gotta make sure the video works. I gotta get this on YouTube.
I wish I really saw your message. I would have said this.
But you don't even know me. Like, you're.
He haven't even tried her up for real.
We've been like kicking it for like the past 20 minutes.
The past 20 minutes.
I feel like we would have hit it off.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, next Saturday, I'm going out on. one
Dude,
of
I
the
feel so
boats.
bad for this man.
I mean, I'd love to take you. You know, like,
This Saturday.
it'll just be us though. Like, just me and you. Like, maybe like a date. You know, like, I mean, are y'all together? Like, I don't know. I feel like I gotta.
We're together now, but I feel like this could work.
I feel bad for Gabriel. Don't you feel?
Now he says it.
All good things must come to an end, right?
Oh.
every right to know her
Yeah, we get it.
perfectly okay with throwing the back.
Yeah, we get it.
Like that's. It's. I think it's your fault. Cause maybe it was meant to be. You know, like you could have.
You know, I think they brought us together.
This is like a stab in the heart after this one, bro. This
Yo, look at his face,
This
bro.
nigga ain't got no gun.
Look at his face.
Go shoot that bitch up. Go shoot it up.
Come in between, like the two.
Shoot the whole crib up.
You know, like I feel bad.
I don't think you should feel bad. I mean, like, it happens.
Oh.
Vanessa's gonna be acting this, and she has every. I think she feel.
You go on a date, you're gonna have to delete Tinder. Like, you know, you can't be with anyone else, and you can't like, cause you got options and I got options, but you can't be exploring your options. So like, Will you delete your Tinder? Like,
For you? Yes.
Right beside him.
Yo, look at his face.
Yo,
I'm
I would
sorry.
have
I'm
punched
sorry.
dude.
Yo.
Oh, ooh.
Yo,
Ooh.
I feel so bad. Look at his face,
Yo.
dude.
Oh.
The dichotomy of it, man.
Bro.
Yo, I would.
Oh,
I ain't gonna
man.
lie, son. Somebody got it. Yo, first off, what you laughing at?
Oh, man.
What the fuck you laughing at?
Right next to me,
What
too.
you laughing at?
Like, bro, come
Son,
on.
everybody from here to the crib is getting their ass whooped. Innocent bystanders. I'm talking to dogs. Everybody. What?
What's his name from Friday? Just everyone's getting it.
Debo, everybody getting their ass whooped. Oh my God.
That's pretty much. Then the rest of the clip is he finally, like, goes to confront her.
How close they get to
Look at that smile, man. Look at that
my boy,
smile.
my
he's
boy done
throwing at him.
sweated.
Oh, you want to see how close? No, eventually they stop. Eventually he tells him, like, all right, plan set. She deletes her Tinder right in front of him. Then she scoots over. They go back to teaching her about poker, and then he comes back in and exposes.
Oh, he comes in hot?
He comes in hot. You want to see that real quick?
I want to see him come in hot.
All right.
I want to see what Gabriel got in him.
Okay, I think right here. Boom, here he comes.
He ain't got no blicky. Ooh, he's stomping. Oh, he clapping. Oh, he clapping. Wow. Wow. Let's get it.
Really? But we've been recording you this whole time.
Oh. You sound like a pussy. You shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, you should have said
No,
that.
no.
You
How
ain't-
could you do this?
You ain't got nothing to say.
You know I do.
He going out.
I do everything for you.
Oh, he lame.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he lame.
I can't get you this house, but I do my best.
No.
Oh.
What's going on with all these cameras?
Yo,
Like,
Gabe,
what's happening?
walk out.
Like, I'm confused.
All these cameras are here to prove whether you or not.
Oh.
Excuse me.
You're gonna go on a date with Jordan just because he has a lot of money?
Yes.
No, I want to go on a date with Jordan because he can provide more than you can provide.
Provide.
Oh,
But I try to give you everything that I can, and you know it's rough for me right now, especially like.
Oh, don't explain. Stop explaining.
Yeah, dude, stop explaining. You don't need to explain shit.
I understand that, Gabriel.
But you don't though, because you stuck around. So if you didn't want to waste time with me, why did you waste
I
time?
was just waiting for something better.
Oh.
You could have said that earlier.
He came in here and he's losing.
So Vanessa, so just
He had the element of surprise and he's losing.
He just looks like a chump is the problem because
He's stuttering.
he's hurt, bro. He's
I ain't gonna
genuinely
lie.
hurt.
I ain't gonna lie. This
Like,
is
he's more hurt than he is
This is real
angry.
ignorant of me. But the most player shit he could have done there is go ahead and give her a backhand. One backhand. Bow. Bitch. And walked out. I'm sorry, because this, times are really rough for me. I just need an upgrade in my life. And
Yeah, I'll put it back on. I thought it was.
What Jordan presented to me today was that, but.
She still thinks Jordan's real.
And you're not giving it to me.
If you wanted more, you could have just done me in the beginning. But no, you just decided to still.
Well, I wanted to give you the benefit of the
Dude, look at
doubt.
Jordan's face.
Like, I feel like ever since we started dating, it just went completely to nothing. And honestly, like, I see now that Jordan has everything I want in a man.
Oh.
Just so you know, I'm on my boy Gabriel's side. Like, I'm only here for him. Like,
I'm just here to wreck y'all's life.
so she still didn't understand. She was willing to just leave there with Jordan.
Yeah.
Purse in the car, everything.
Yeah, she was ready to go. Like, she was like, look at her. She's asking right now. Look here, listen.
the fact that you deleted it.
You know what? You weren't even worth my time. I should have listened to my friends. First thing they told me, I should have listened to them. But I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I thought you were gonna be a real one.
Oh my God.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's
Oh
enough.
my
That's enough.
God,
You already watched too much.
Gabriel.
Let's
Hey,
react.
hey,
Let's
hold on,
react.
hold on. Let's be real.
Let's react.
What them comments talking about? I'm gonna check the comments after this. I know. We gotta
All right.
support our boy Gabriel.
Yo, I really do feel for him, dude. He was. So I guess that's the first question. I guess is, do you think this was real or staged?
Based on Gabriel, it's too simpy, and the way he was speaking and stuttering just seemed a little bit. Now that you say it, it just seemed disingenuous. But also, it's not that because it's disingenuous. He could have just been lame. Like, he was just a lame guy. He put that. Okay, so he was a lame guy. He put that shirt on. Now, before I thought his name was Enrique, he's not Enrique. He doesn't even deserve Gabriel. Like, he put that shirt on trying to probably live up to a standard that he thinks she would want. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything, like, now I'm looking at him, everything didn't fit his personality. Like, his hair, the way he had his hair gelled, and all that type of stuff. He's like one of those douchebags in the club, you know, like, or somebody in Miami, like, type shit. Hair, chest hair showing, shit like that. But then you see the bitch and you see what she wants, and it's like, oh, I understand now. You were probably just working your ass off trying to goddamn either your motivation to succeed should never be based on somebody else staying with you first off. And he's gonna form his character around somebody that's not naturally him, so it's never gonna seem genuine. That's why when he said, I thought you'd be a real one. Like, he don't talk like that, Gabriel.
Well, I have the same sentiment except with the girl. I feel like a lot of her comments and the way she came across was really basic. Like,
Yeah.
what you'd expect from a gold digger to say and do. It was like, damn, she's hitting. Like, your reactions was like, she's hit everything.
Mhm.
It just seemed too perfect.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. She seemed comfortable, but the fact that she didn't know or understand that Jordan wasn't real, like, that's not what immediately, like, I don't know. She's just dumb.
Like, the whole time she
Yeah,
thought, even
yeah.
though all these cameras were here, this situation right here was still real.
The only reason I don't feel like it was staged was because they covered her face.
I mean, that could be part of the staging. So,
I mean,
Well, I feel like
if she put-
it'd be a nice attempt.
Like,
I mean,
even
a
if
nice
she
touch.
was an actress and the channel treats it as real, they have to treat her as real. Because if it comes out that it's all staged, the channel's fucked. If it comes out that it's real, she's fucked. Because all of a sudden, like, the internet's just going to shame her and
drag
go after
her.
Yeah.
Drag her.
Like, look at the comments, man. They're already, like, get at the, like, you know what I mean? Like, she's broken, all this stuff. Like, this girl's fucking, like, despicable. Everyone's all on the guy's side.
I'll be
'Cause
honest with
clearly,
you.
like, from
I'll be
the
honest.
standpoint, like, the guy's the victim here.
100%.
And so, yeah, so I feel like they had to do it. And if they staged it, like, it's even better because it saves the girl's personality, hypes this dude up. This dude's probably swimming in it now because he's the nice guy. And
The reason
the
I
channel
think it's
gets to
real,
have its fucking views.
the reason I think it's real is because of the stuff he alludes to. If I'm thinking about it, he's like, I can't get you this house, and he's not logically thinking, and so even he himself has forgotten for that moment that the house and everything has nothing to do with Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And so that type of miscue is actually what makes it more natural to me, like, or more believable. Like, he was flustered.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he still wanted
But I
to
also
maintain
think, like, the
his
guy, like,
bravado.
laughing, though, man. Like,
No,
the guy
but that's
laughing
what-
in the car with him.
That's
No,
what
he
makes
wasn't
it.
laughing
But
with
no,
him,
no.
dude.
But see, that's the thing. That's what I was about to say on that. The guy laughing beside him in the car is what actually showed me the guy Gabriel's personality. Because what was my reaction?
Boy, you better stop fucking laughing because I'm
I
gonna
would,
fight
I
you
would,
right
I would,
now.
I would.
Yeah, that's a tense situation, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
that,
I might have just
You're
teed
not
off
being
on him.
considerate my feelings right now. Like,
I
no,
might have
I'm
just
going
teed off
through
on
it,
him.
bro.
You know what
I'm
I'm
going
saying?
through it.
But no,
I was like, that
But
man's
Gabriel's so beta that
You didn't check him. You just
he
let it
didn't-
happen.
He just,
Because from his perspective, I would argue,
they're helping
because when
me.
he laughed and screamed, it was him saying, "Oh my gosh, she deleted Tinder, but she wouldn't do that for you." He was laughing, but laughing in his disbelief that she would do something that he
But
wouldn't do
it's
for him.
boosted.
But it's no, I completely
It's
agree with you.
boosted.
It was,
And
a-
then before that, he was, yo!
yeah.
And you know how I knew it was real too? When he said yo and laughed, he looked out the window. He couldn't look at the dude. He looked away. He didn't look at him. He's like, yo, because he knew he was laughing. And
But I
you-
also think, like, dude, that guy's a fucking psychopath. Like, you literally sit here and you watch people at their worst and you laugh in their
100%.
face.
100%. He couldn't even help the laughter.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
boy.
We couldn't help it. I mean, we weren't even
I didn't
laughing. Like, I'm
laugh.
about to say we actually weren't even laughing.
I was just in
like
shock.
that. Yeah, you were in a straight shock. Dog, your faces were hilarious.
Like, I was
Yeah.
in straight shock. Man, that's, whew. Hey, man.
I definitely
Man,
think, though,
he-
like, if I was in the room with him and this was happening, I would turn on my empathy and just be like, oh, fuck, I need to vibe on this shit, as opposed to just being like, oh, it's, like,
I'm right
disconnected
with there
from me
with
because
you.
it's on the internet.
I'm right there with you. Like, if I was in that situation with him and found out that she's doing this, like, there's not a laugh, a peep coming. I'd have been quiet the whole time. Like, I have no right to speak.
Jordan
Go
could've
through your
still
emotions. If you
smashed.
got a question for me, maybe I may have an answer for you. But I'm not speaking, bro. I'm just here. My presence, hopefully, to help you feel better. But if it's not, then bro, I'll leave. Like, I don't want you to hear me. If you don't need to see me, like,
See, this is me, though. Okay, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all know it's hard for me to take shit, like, in the moment, the emotion of the thing. I'm not good with intense emotional moments, so somehow I disperse the emotion. If that makes any sense. So in that moment when he said, "Dude,
You
I'm gonna cry,"
compartmentalize it, or you just segment it out.
like I deal with it in parts.
Okay.
So like when he was like, "Don't cry," I would have like, when he was like, "Oh, I'm about to cry," I'm like, "Bro, don't cry." Like I would have said it. It might not have sounded emotionally like, but like, bro,
Knowing
don't
how
cry.
I am, how I get.
You know what I'm saying?
He was speaking his inner monologue too much, which makes me think it's fake. Cause
Yeah.
this obviously me deflecting, but me, ooh, those walls would have went up so high, so many instantly.
He only also
Like, you're not getting a peep from me, you're not getting a read from me. My face would have got super stern and hard and just stone face. Like, nah, dude.
there's such thing as over considerate. So
Okay.
he's a guy that probably stay. If this is a real, he's a guy that stays in his mind. The reason I say that is because he was considerate of the camera. He was considerate of the guy next to him laughing. Oh well, it's not technically his fault, so I can't be mad at him. That's why he didn't emotionally react to the guy laughing next to him. He was considerate of the camera because he only used the word hoe. He never actually called her a bitch or anything that somebody
Fully
would really
out of her name.
So he was aware that he was on camera and also didn't want to come. He was aware of the situation and how he looked and how she looked in the situation, and so he played to it by not really going out of his way. And then he simped it out. Oh, I try my best, da 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 da. Because at the time he wanted sympathy.
I'm not even gonna lie to you too. One thing that bothers me a little bit, just since we're nitpicking here, if the situation is real, and if we were in the situation, I would have sat down. I'm not gonna let her sit down in front of me while I'm calling you out on cheating. Like, I'm mad this man is like talk. I don't know why that bothers me, but I would have instantly sat down, looked at her, and just been like, "So you're just going ahead and like entertain this man right here, right now,
He's
really?"
supposed to dap Jordan up.
Ooh.
Jordan.
Thanks, my dog.
First off, if I'm Jordan, as soon as son comes up the stairs, I'm not sitting down right beside you still.
Yeah. I'm either sitting beside Jordan or across from you, but
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
getting
standing
away,
up while
yeah.
you're still sitting down. Like, I'm
talking
sorry.
about
I don't
Jordan
like
himself. Jordan himself
Oh, I
stayed
just
right.
stand there?
He
Or stood
he
there,
was
sat
sitting
there?
there. I would
Yeah.
have got away from the bitch.
that. Yep.
He was like, "Wait, well,
I don't
hold
love
on,
the
hold on, hold on."
situation personally. If I was
I'm
the
on
other
my
guy.
man, Gabriel. What if he forgot his name in that moment? That would have been hilarious. I'm on my man,
Gabriel's side.
Gabriel's side. She was still trying to get a ride home. That's wild.
She was ready to leave.
Wow. Anyway, hey man, it's a cruel world.
Yeah,
Keep your heart 3
I don't
stacks.
know what else
Keep
to
your
pull
heart.
from there, but like, man, just yeah.
Hmm.
Got a little bit of a theme going on. I got another one for y'all.
You think she'll get a severance package?
Do you think she actually deserves one after this? Because she technically cheated, so
She deserves an Uber or a Lyft.
that's it.
Hell no. I wouldn't even go that far, bro. I'd be like, I'm leaving with the camera crew. Bye.
Dude,
Nah,
I'm with
I
Doc.
ain't gonna lie.
I'm with Doc. Like,
I'm
nah,
like,
get the fuck out of here.
Over
You can
my
find your
dead
own way
body,
home.
watch. Cause watch, Jordan gon'
Nah,
bust a
dude, I'd be
Cause
U-turn.
she
petty as
came-
fuck at
that's
that
a good
point. I'd be
point,
like,
'cause
I
she
can't
came
provide,
with
remember?
him.
I can't pay for the Uber. My bad.
Jordan gonna bust a U-turn and go collect that if you don't Uber that home. You gotta be done with it once and for all. Cause she gonna convince Jordan to give her a ride.
Bro, that's so fucking grimy, dude. I really hope that wasn't real. Because if that's real, dude, the audacity, bro.
See, but
like,
do they have a
wow.
channel based on that type of thing?
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
So
of
that
them
wasn't their
similar-
friend. That was just somebody.
The
that
guy, the
sent-
Gabriel?
Yeah.
I think it was. They've had a friend also, which is another credence that might be staged. But I think this guy was just a random guy that reached out.
I wonder, like, too, like, why you would volunteer for that, though. That's the other aspect that I think about it. Like, you have to actually, like, question about it, like, to be like, yeah, she's... You're either hyper confident to the point of stupidity, or you're hyper insecure to the point of, like, you need to test it.
But do you know how bad it looks? It's a lose-lose. If she passes it, do they reveal?
Well, if they don't, it's gonna be on YouTube, and he has how many? I clicked off it. Yeah, I think I saw 5 million.
So
I could
they-
be wrong.
so-
Yeah,
no,
how
I'm
many of
saying,
those vids are
no, I'm saying-
reveals?
That's what I'm saying. If she passes the test, do they even post it? Is that part of their content?
That's a good point.
Because if she passes it, and he
It's-
still comes out and he's like, "Hey, you passed." Da 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 da. If she was in her right mind, she should break up with him, right then and there. Yeah, I passed, but you're single now, so. Like it's a
'Cause
lose
that's
lose
also-
situation
it's
unless.
disrespectful and embarrassing
So the deal has to be
on
if,
her part now. If she passed, yeah.
the
Like,
deal
what
has to be
heck?
if she fails, you post it. If she passes, I come back, nothing
Sight
happens.
unseen. We
She
don't
never
talk
knows.
about delete
Nobody
the footage.
knows.
Nobody knows. Yo, that's real. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, let's go on to the next one with this little theme I got going on, showing the toxic side of women, I guess. So we got this clip. I couldn't find the original one, but I'm gonna try to speed through it on MTR's page, and it starts off, I think, here. Oh no. Okay, boom, here. Move upon the audio.
Terry just threatened to bust my windows.
She scratched his car, keyed his car just now.
She just hit my vehicle right there in the back, and she pulls off and scrapes my vehicle. That right there is where she hit my.
So this slowly gets worse and worse as the video progresses, so just be a little patient. I wanted to show this for a reason.
She thinks that's cool. So is she gonna try to hit my shit?
She ain't had enough.
The guy's reaction.
Yeah, she ain't had enough. Look at that toxicity just oozing. What I'm gonna do to this nigga? I gotta ruin this nigga life right now.
She's climbing into the back of the vehicle.
Oh, I got something for his ass.
I have no idea what she's doing right there.
I got something for his ass.
Issues with her.
She's cooking is what she's doing.
She's not even supposed
Oh, he lucky I ain't got no gun.
She has two open
Oh, for
cases
real, he's
in
lucky.
which she has retracted her original statements. So she claims I'm abusing and harassing her, but clearly I'm not.
Oh,
Okay.
we
she
coming
has
to the
something
crib.
in her hand to bust windows with.
Oh, she
This
picked
shit's
that
like
window.
National Geographic, bro.
She just bust my window, and now she's leaving.
Is it that she wants him back?
So let's skip him. I don't want to hear his dialogue. Just cut the clips. No, I don't.
I feel like if they like replace his voice with like a really eloquent like British like voiceover, just like
No,
watch
Snoop
as she
Dogg.
comes through.
Nah, dude, that's not even freaking funny.
Snoop Dogg should narrate it.
So now we're back to clip, and she's in the car.
Okay, she's driving away.
Oh, I hate
She's
this
up on the
nigga.
sidewalk.
I can't leave.
She was just letting Amazon go.
Okay.
I'm gonna bust a Yui on his
skip
stupid
his
ass.
dialogue. Okay, so here's the window that she just broke.
For no reason. This is a crazy young lady that doesn't understand consequences. But obviously I'm not gonna open the door.
So it's like, do you develop into this craziness?
We'll get into it after the clip because I go to some topics that ideas we've discussed in the past.
This nigga got his blinds down. He fearing for his life.
And she basically, and that's when I give her a chance. I let her come in, grab her few things that were here, which wasn't much, but she made it seem like a big deal. I trusted her enough to let her in and get her things. And what does she do?
Dog.
She smashes my TVs and, you know, all of this.
I think this is past. This didn't happen in this video. I think this is a past situation, which is why he's not letting her out, nor is he going outside. Because obviously any kind of interaction with her is detrimental to his, 1, safety, and 2, future. And 3, legal case that apparently she has against him. All right, so let me skip ahead. Because she comes back.
Oh, he's outside.
So he's outside because he's going to check the car.
Yo, she went out. She spun the block and waited for him to come outside.
So
Dude, this guy's in a horror movie, man.
She a real
no, for
killer.
real. Here, watch.
Where they at?
Watch.
Where they at?
Watch.
So what's also
All right. Oh my god.
You know what state they're in?
I do not know. Show the license plate here. We'll go. Here's rewind and see if we can look at the
The
license.
color.
And I think it says on the tag. So here he is. He's walking out. And it's ahead of it before. Okay. No, there's a situation. So
Okay.
and you might be able to see it. And I'll pause it, see if we can see it.
Oh.
Okay, so here we go. Here we go.
Oh.
Pay attention to this.
Oh.
She tried running him over. She tried running him over. He just got lucky last minute and got out the way. Like, watch this. That was so lucky.
Attempted murder.
Is that like North Carolina or something?
I told you, dude. This guy's in a fucking horror
Could be
movie,
Ohio.
man.
So let's see if we can see that license plate real quick. See where he is.
Could be Ohio. The state, the spirit of America. What state is that?
I have no idea.
I got you.
Oh, okay. We'll keep this going then while that's going.
Uh-huh.
Dude, she tried to run him over. Like you said, John, she went around the block, waited for him to come out, and then tried to smash him against his own car.
Now, she already left, so she came up and around the block.
She fled the scene, exactly. Because he's got video footage of this now. Like, he's got a legal case against her. Like, she fled the scene.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, okay.
Fuck Boston.
You really, yeah, that actually kind of, like, didn't help you out at all when it comes to
Not at all.
Boston. Because you
Fuck
don't like Boston.
Yeah, fuck Boston. That stupid ass.
All right, so, and then boom, now his car's fucked.
His fucking voice, and
And
there
she-
it is.
Stopped at the end of the block. She wants some more.
She wants some more, dude. She reverses. She's not
The
leaving.
man almost died, and he's just disappointed.
And she backing up at 100 miles per hour. Get out of there, my G. Get out of there. Scram.
She might got a blicky.
Get,
Chick,
dude.
It's crazy. She's back again.
Oh. Yes, sir. Moonwalk.
Outside.
Moonwalk.
Okay, I think she's gonna finish up. I think she's finishing up on the car. She got a knife in her hand.
He said she got a knife in her hand.
This is how you gonna treat me? What do you mean?
My window, my rear windshield.
So let's skip to where you can see the.
She want him back.
So, and then smashed front when you see smashed, and then because of what he did, I think he hit the car in front of him. So now that's an issue. Back windshield, like I want to see if she actually had a knife in her hand. So
Yo, it would have been crazy if he got in the whip and drove off, because she would have chased him.
She would have chased.
She
him.
would have
Yeah,
drove,
but-
like, it would have been a high-speed chase.
Dude, so, well, real quick before I get into the like commentary afterwards, do you see something in her hand? Yeah, there's something in her
there's
hand.
something in her hand.
I don't know if it's a knife, but there's definitely something in her hand. Like you can see it. Let me see if I can pause it properly.
Look like a hammer, to be honest.
No, that doesn't
She-
look like a hammer. I know what a hammer is.
She has to be in prison now.
See, you can see it. I don't know what that is.
There's
but
something at the tip, though, that has some.
it might be a,
shape to it.
a wrench or it might be a tire iron, but it's
tire
not-
iron. There you go.
yeah, but it's
boom.
faced the other way, so you can't see the curve. Cause she was back there scruffling or whatever the word is,
Tire iron
scuffling
makes
or
more
whatever.
sense.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's continue this theme of toxic femininity going on right here. So the reason why I wanted to bring this up too is not necessarily stick to the topic, but it goes back to what we've talked about before, which is women aren't held to the same standard as men. Like imagine a man losing his temper and doing this. Like I honestly don't think she'll see any kind of repercussions for this. If
I think she will.
Like-
the video evidence is super apparent, man. Like
if
you just
the
throw this
problem
at
is
anybody.
the problem is he has to file a complaint. If he doesn't file a complaint, there's nothing going to come against her. And I guess that's my question for you, and I want to follow this story to see if he does or not. But do you think he's going to file a complaint?
Nope.
Because first off, why didn't he call the police from the get-go? Like, you should have called the police the moment she was out there harassing you. Keying your car, police would have been called. She came in, smashed your window, police should have been called.
I wouldn't call the police either.
And that's that's my problem.
No,
Women get away with stuff like we let women get away with stuff like this.
His specific case is why I wouldn't have called the police.
Okay.
Not because of any other.
Okay, help me understand then. Because
She
my
had put
cynical
two
ass thinks
cases
we
on
get-
him already.
Yeah.
As much evidence as he can gather is what he needs. If right now he caught her slipping enough to an emotional state where he can record it, let her get. I even want her to keep coming back. So record it all, once and for all. Record it all, and then call the police. And then call the police. After, show them the footage, but catch all of the craziness because she's already had him in court twice.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as just his case, I would have collected as much evidence as possible. As long as I know I'm safe, collect as much because you got shot.
But wouldn't the cop?
Wait, she had him in
what's-
court twice?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was explaining prior in the footage.
He went to court because he was in trouble, or
Yes.
she was in trouble?
She filed a case against him twice about apparently him like abusing her and being physical with her, and he was saying like clearly it's not me.
Oh, okay, then yeah, to John's point, like he's gonna have to get a big enough case to just be like, look, this is what's happening. Because if he would have called the cops from the get go, the cops would have been like, for real, you have 2 complaints against you, and are you serious? Like you can't deal with this? Like,
And then I guess that bothers. I guess it gives me a different issue with this. Then is
He needed to
We
catch how
really,
many times she
we
returned.
really don't know if he didn't abuse her or not, and if this is just her tired of the abuse and trying to flip it on him now, like now I'm gonna do it to you or something like that. I don't know, but I'm gonna come from the premise that she was lying.
I'm gonna say no. The only reason I'm gonna say no is there was one sentence she got clear out to him, and it wasn't after all the things you've done to me.
It was our things I've done for you.
For you.
I agree with you.
So the abuse thing, if that was her main emotional motivation, that would have been the bar she got out. But instead, she chose what I've done for you. So chances are, maybe he was in a rock and a hard place.
He probably
helped
cheated,
him up,
maybe.
cheated. You know what I'm saying? They ended up breaking up. He probably ended up
I
dating
understand-
a new girl.
Based off her reaction, I understand why he cheated.
He probably ended up dating a new girl. Probably ends up being an excellent boyfriend or whatever to the new girl.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's some I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is just speculation. But her words were, after everything I've done for you, and not everything you've done to me.
That's a good point, honestly.
That's the fucking. Y'all ever see that movie Misery?
Misery, no.
It's this movie about this lady who finds like a dude who's hurt in the woods, and like it's a snowstorm. She finds the dude. The dude's actually an author of her favorite novels, and so she fucking she takes him into like the cabin and she nurses him back to health and stuff like that, and she forces him to write the rest of the books so she can read ahead.
Family Guy made an episode fun of that.
I don't know if it's the
yeah,
same
yeah.
movie, but I think I know what you're talking
It's like super.
it's where she like breaks his ankles.
Yeah, it's super
Okay,
referenced and
okay.
everything.
tied
She
to
basically
bed and
keeps
shit.
him there, and she's like every time she like breaks his ankles or she messes with him to make sure he doesn't heal to go out and like get help. She's all like, "I've done so much from you. I love you. I've built everything for you." And he's just like, "Get the fuck away, lady." I bet you that's how that freaking lady's reacting to him. Or he's probably the dude in Misery experiencing that shit for real.
He definitely has some misery. No cap.
And he has 2 kids with this woman, so he's tied to her low key for life.
That's what I'm saying.
He's got
kept
2
that
kids with
hidden
her?
For 2
Yeah,
kids?
he's got 2 kids with her.
Damn, dude. I'm gonna
So
go.
did she snap?
I'm gonna go fucking get a vasectomy, man. Fuck that.
Yo, Doc just saw this whole episode. I
Yes,
accidentally convinced Doc or made Doc think about a vasectomy. Like, man, look at all this out here. Do I really?
Yeah,
wanna...
dude. That shit's scarier than any other horror movie I've ever seen, bro. Cause I was just like, I'm not dealing with that shit. Been caught in it.
Hey, I ain't gonna say it.
Dude, say it.
I ain't gonna say it because no, on every black person, this thought would have came through their mind one time.
Hey, cough first. Cough first. Prepare yourself.
You know that pussy fantastic. Oh my god,
Dude, that's the side.
You
That's the
prob-
joke. With
and
that phrase,
I'm
crazy
trying to-
pussy's the best pussy.
all right. I'm trying to told you.
The vasectomy's the vaccine, bro.
The there you go.
That's the cure to
That's
this crazy stuff.
Johnson and Johnson.
My J&J.
I'm getting old.
I'm getting this guy.
All right. Oh damn.
So
you used a lot of time on some bullshit.
yeah, but this whole episode has pretty much just been us doing a bunch
Oh,
of reactions. We're
please.
kind of changing it up.
Please.
You want to talk about this one?
Yes.
Okay, so see if I can look up the backstory a little bit while I'm having this reaction play. But Auburn Preach shared a clip today, and I just had to bring this up to us talk about it. And it actually fit perfectly with everything that's going on. So we're just going to – I think they just let the full reaction go until the clip expires. So I don't think I have to do any pausing like I did with MTR. So, boom, here we go. Let me put the sound on and –
student bar behind me here on MLK and Menlo. And while the judge declared the student innocent, he is not out of the clear just yet. He says he now has to prove himself to a USC ethics committee that will ultimately decide whether or not he can stay here for the fall semester.
Well, I was very surprised.
oh, my bad. I didn't mean to pause it.
Charges being brought against me because I hadn't done anything wrong.
USC student Armand Premji charged with rape after a night out at an off-campus bar. But he says security video from the night of April 1st, taken from Banditos, shows he's innocent.
When I saw the videos, I was very relieved that there was proof to substantiate my side of the story.
The video shows Premji and a female student kissing in the bar's back corner, her arms around his neck. Premji said she kept pulling him closer, and after several minutes, she led him by the hand out of the bar. On the sidewalk, Premji said the girl introduced him to her roommate, where she made sexual gestures behind his back.
She made a gesture to her friend of her plans to have intercourse with me that night.
Premji says they had both been drinking. The two are seen leaving in an Uber before arriving to
They
the
called that
school.
big body Uber too.
Security video there shows the alleged victim stopping to sign him in.
After I had sex with her, I left, and the next day the LAPD was at my doorstep asking me about, what happened.
Premji says the alleged victim never reported the incident to police.
Damn, everybody was happy to see him. The security was smiling.
Roommates gave officers his name. Premji said the girl was the aggressor, and last Saturday a judge agreed. After seeing the video,
Look how aggressive! Like, look!
She's wrestling him.
Give a ruling. It made us believe that there is justice. Truth does come out ultimately, and we were fortunate to have the kind of evidence to support.
Oh my God, his marriage gonna be so
will
arranged.
have to be proven once again. He says USC's Office of Equity and Diversity is conducting its own investigation.
I could get suspended or expelled from the university even though the judge has declared me innocent.
Meantime, he says he's supposed to pay fall tuition, start classes, and then wait for their decision.
What?
University, but didn't hear by news time tonight.
Your thoughts?
All right, boom, and that's enough of the video. And then I'm trying to find out right here to confirm, but eventually, Abba finds out that he actually was expelled eventually from the school.
Really? By the
Yeah.
Office of Equity or bullshit?
Yeah, I'm trying to confirm right now.
And he paid his tuition
Yeah,
for him to
USC
even get that
reported-
judgment.
Yeah, so
Yeah, a lot of schools
he
have
still-
a
yeah,
contract
he still paid. Yeah,
where,
he
like, if
still
you get
paid. Yeah, he
expelled,
still paid.
they keep it.
yeah, so in this article it just says he could still be expelled, but I'm pretty sure. And Abba found. I'm trying to confirm, but Abba said no, he was expelled.
You notice the girls' faces are always covered in these videos now?
Dog, that was a point that they talked about also. Like, how come his face and character is being dragged through the mud, but she's, like, nowhere to be found? We're protecting her, but him, nah, fuck him.
She's still a student in the school,
She's
probably
still a
too.
student in the school. So let me...
Wait, so she claimed rape after she slept with him.
Yeah.
I guess to preserve her reputation because she didn't want to sleep with that dude.
Well, apparently, that's why I'm trying to find out, because I'm trying to confirm this, because apparently Abba said it wasn't her that complained, it was the roommate. So, let me, real quick.
And so I guess she didn't like want to get caught or something like that, and so she pleaded rape.
I don't know what the situation. I really don't know. Like, I don't know if it really was the roommate, if it really was her. But clearly, from that footage, what happened? She wanted to have sex with this guy. Like, clearly, obviously, you guys saw the footage. She wanted to have sex with this guy, and then after having sex with this guy, I guess she regretted it.
I'm gonna start.
Like, I don't even know where else to say it. Like, she clearly, I guess, regretted it. Then,
I'm gonna
like, I
start
don't even
having
know.
girls.
Dude, that school
download.
knows who she is because that shit made it to like whatever their community TV is. That came out. If all that dude has to say is who it was, and it'll just spread like wildfire, and everybody at that school will know.
And he's told somebody. So I'm gonna start making girls download DocuSign and
December 18th, USC has
Digital consent
reinstated Premji. Okay, so based on, so he I guess he was expelled, but then he was reinstated. It looks like.
wow.
Yeah, I feel like that evidence is pretty substantial. They had to have looked at it and been like, "Fuck, it's on the news too." Like,
Because the argument, because Preach brought this up, is a good point. Is the argument could be said is you don't know what happened in that dorm room, if he forced himself, you know, if he was like abusive, or like we don't know, but based off the footage, like there's plausible deniability.
And USC was forced to pay $112,000 in attorney fees.
Nice, right here, boom, yep. This is the same USC where Title IX9 coordinator Gretchen Means remarked to a colleague, "Does that college mother effer know who I am?" When another student she expelled initiated an appeal. Means bias was also a substantial factor in yet another case in which USC was ordered to pay.
Another
attorney fees.
case, not his case. Ooh.
Another student she expelled. So she's complained before.
No.
Okay, I guess I'm lost then.
They're talking about the person in charge.
Okay. Another person in charge who did an expelling. Gotcha. Okay.
yeah, I feel like at that point they probably would have expelled that girl if she'd been doing it again. She's running around kicking out dudes.
So the reason why I wanted to show this case is, one, it touches me personally. I don't want to get in that. But two is, when are we going to acknowledge that there's another side of, I guess date rape? Amber Heard's, exactly. That's exactly.
Oh, AH. Damn.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
I think it's good now.
She was
I'm not too
trending
sure.
again today.
Nah, it's not. But
She was trending again today.
yeah, because she's been doing some fuckery.
She has?
Yeah, but that's just, I guess this is my question. Like, the reason why I also wanted to show these clips, because I wanted to ask a question too, and we have now established modern women, right? Like, modern women exist. The whole independent, self-sustaining, I can do it on my own, right? And I would argue with stuff like this that we're seeing, videos like this, that's why it's kind of funny that Doc said, like, I'm going to get a vasectomy. I feel like the birth of modern men is coming. Because modern women still want traditional men, but traditional men don't want modern women and are severely, to the point where I would argue, I don't know if, Doc, if you consider yourself a traditional guy, but I would argue to the point where you were like, dude, I might want to get a vasectomy. So if modern men start becoming a thing, my question is, what do you think is the mentality of modern men?
Detached? Because that's what was going through my mind.
I think the birth rate declines. 100%.
Because they don't want to interact with women anymore, so babies aren't being born.
Yep.
Marriage rates are going down. We're seeing the effects of it right now.
In
Marriage
Germany,
rates are all-time low. 80% of those marriages are from women. And then, I'm sorry, go on.
In Germany, they had to promote people having babies because they reached the final stage.
They did that in China too, didn't they?
They reached the final stage in I think it's called the demographic transition model, some shit like that. And so in the final stage, like their birth rate is lower than their death rate. Well, it's stagnant. Sorry, it's at the zero. So they had to actually promote people having kids. So that's why you see a lot of their laws about maternity leave are really extravagant. Like, they'll send somebody to your home, an au pair or something, to take care of the kids for like 6 months. Your pay from away from work is like 6 months, 7 months, like some crazy ridiculous shit. Same thing with France. All the older European countries have gone through something like that. Mm-hmm. So it's just, I guess it's our turn. But I think ours is caused by something different than theirs. Theirs was just like based off economy and just people's mind frame changing based off of their.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, based off their financial statuses and based off
the
of
modern women.
Yeah,
you're saying that was
ours is based off more social aspects, is what I'm saying. So like your modern man theory, whereas their decline in birth rate may be based off something more economical. Men here, I guess you could boil it down to economics, because you don't want to lose money or whatever. You don't want to pay court fees and all that shit. But it's more social.
I keep forgetting the term.
Child support or whatever.
Support, there you go.
Yeah, that's kind of like a weird thing where I've always thought about, where it's just like, so in the standard or like the traditional method, you get more money, you build more value as a man, and eventually you cash out with like a hot wife or the person
Correct.
you love, whatever. Like, as long as like you build that
Quote,
value,
unquote,
that
trophy
pulls
wife,
them.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of like, if you're playing by the traditional rules and you're going for the trophy wife, that's kind of like the hard part about it, right? Like, if you cash out too early and you fuck up, like, you have to go through a divorce, you basically lose half of that equity, and then you have to fucking do it all over again. And so you don't want to hit that like bump, so like a lot of guys just kind of keep going past it. And like, I guess that's why eventually like really rich guys just start paying for sex, because there's that like contractual like agreement and stuff like that, and there's no danger as far as like your monetary value.
So there's an end, like, you got to leave after this.
Yeah, exactly. And so I guess with modern women also kind of becoming that same standard, it's getting a little weird, and you either have to not go that route as a modern man, or you detach completely. And also, I feel like within the news, because it's kind of promoting all of this, hetero relationships are getting more difficult to be a part of, because they're almost like always just kind of driven towards conflict. Like, we always just see like rape allegations or sexual allegations and stuff like that. And sometimes you actually look at him and you're like, I think that dude was just flirting or being forward, but he wasn't like trying to rape you, or vice versa. And in my observations, and this is probably like a one eye open observation, I feel like it's more accepted for homosexuality to be openly sexual in public. Like, I see less rape allegations within the homosexual communities when they're openly being sexual with each other. Even like in places like in public, like I see them being celebrated for being like openly flirty and stuff like that. Whereas for heterosexuality, it's like a lot different. Where it's just like, oh no, does she want that? Does he want that? What's going on? And it's just like so rigid. And I think that's why people are just like, I just want to fucking deal with it.
But also part of homosexuality, the culture, or part of it. I'm not saying this is all of it. At least the culture that I've encountered or have seen. Part of it is not does he want it, but I'll make him want it, or I'll make her want it.
She doesn't, but not yet.
She doesn't
to
know
realize
he
exactly.
wants
I don't. Yeah.
Or he doesn't know he wants it, and so we're over an hour.
Yeah, I was about to say we're over an hour. I just kind of a little bit of a theme in the question. I don't want to get too deep into it because I feel like now we got some.
Yeah, it's
feeling
it's
some
a
type
weird
of
place,
way,
man.
Feeling
I'm
some
really
type of
confused. I
way.
even had this idea earlier where I was just like, yo, everyone wants to build that space between each other, but then I get on Instagram and I'm like, it doesn't look that way. Like, you know what I mean?
Not
There's
at
so many.
all.
Yeah, like what? But who knows?
All right. Well, I think that's enough fake deep thinking. Not even fake deep thinking. We did a lot of reacting today. So, hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure you follow our Facebook page, Fake Deep Thinking. Follow our Twitter account, Podcast Fake Deep Thinking. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. See y'all next time on Fake Deep Thinking.
UDY.
Peace.
Peace.